ABC 10's special coverage of the deadly shooting at the church in Sacramento starts right now.
Makes me feel like I want to let my kids know like I love them more. It's a tragedy no matter how it unfolds.
What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do to change?
Well, developing this morning, a community reeling after a deadly shooting killing 5 people, 3 of them children. Police say the shooter was an estranged father who killed his own children.
All the girls ages 9, 10, and 13. It happened yesterday at the church in Sacramento in the Arden-Arcade area. That's the actual name of the church. A church service at the time was not being held.
Well, we do know that the father was estranged from the family. He was attending a supervised visit at the church. He killed his 3 daughters, the chaperone, and later himself. And we've also learned the mother had a restraining order against him.
The ABC 10 newsroom tracking the story since it first broke yesterday late afternoon.
And this morning, Monica Coleman is at the scene where investigators are still searching for a motive. Monica, there are questions this morning about how he got a weapon.
Yeah, there's questions about how he got the weapon and what that motive is, but what we do know this morning is that it happened right here at the church in Sacramento. And I really want to set the scene of where we are located. This is on Wida and Ethan Way, right down the street from the Arden Mall and the World Market that many shop at in this area. And there's a lot of single-family homes along with apartments right next door to this church where the shooting took place. And this was a supervised visit for the 39-year-old father who shot and killed his 3 children, plus that chaperone, before turning the gun around on himself. And he and that other adult were in this building, the church behind me. The mother was not there. She was out of town, according to investigators, and has been notified. Because of that restraining order, the shooter should not have had a gun. Investigators now digging into how he obtained the weapon.
It's a tragedy no matter how it unfolds. There's just no explanation of how these violence and domestic relationships go bad, especially when the victim, appears to do everything right and reach out for help.
We spoke to police investigators and they say they're working on the assumption that at least one of the parties were a member of this non-denominational Christian church, serving English, Spanish, and Chinese-speaking members in this very diverse community. Again, we are right down the street from the mall and other shopping centers, and this is in the middle of a neighborhood. Single-family homes and apartments are surrounding this apartment. Shots were shot out this church behind me, and that's where the 911 call came from as well. Walt, Bria.
Yeah, Monica, I used to live in that area. I know it well, and it's just hard to believe this is such a tragedy. Okay, we'll check in with you in a little bit. Thank you.
Callers stating there's a man with a gun in the church shooting. He says he was upstairs. There's an unknown amount of kids in the church.
And a look there into the harrowing moments when dispatch first took the call. Getting to the church was difficult for fire crews and emergency services as patrol cars covered the area.
Neighbors came out. We talked to them when they saw police patrol cars and the helicopters flooding the area. 13-year-old Kayla Mendoza was alarmed to hear what happened, especially after learning 3 of the victims were just about her age.
I send all my condolences to the family, much love. I know it wasn't their time to pass away, but sadly the father didn't have good intentions.
Sacramento activist Barry Axios was also on scene last night, saying he's frustrated and tired of the violence.
And Governor Newsom and Mayor Steinberg both released statements calling this a senseless act of gun violence. But it's not the only mass shooting that's occurred recently in Sacramento. One of the last mass shootings in town was just more than 3 months ago. That one at the Royal Castle Banquet Hall near Foothill Farms in the North Highlands neighborhood. 2 were killed, 5 others injured, and this happened in October during a Halloween party where around 300 people were celebrating. Now police are calling this particular crime one of domestic violence, which has spiked during the course of the pandemic. If you or anyone you know is in a dangerous situation, please reach out and call the number that's on your screen right now. You can also head to our website, abc10.com. That way you can find more information.
You can also get stories like this and updates in real time sent straight to your phone. Download the ABC 10 app. It's free on Google Play and the App Store.